Hi, conscious Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. Here is your reading for the next 15 days. So we're going to figure out what's going to happen for you in your life or in a specific area of your life in the 2 weeks ahead. So if you don't know me, my name is Gail. I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher, and I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. Make sure you check out the description below because there is everything you need to know about this reading, a lot of information, so please read it through. Very important. And if you want to stay tuned for the evolution of your energies, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for the notifications. And if you want to support me, my channel, my work that I do on YouTube here, you're very welcome to donate through the PayPal link that is also in the description box. Okay. Here we go. So with no further ado, let's start with your cards. I'm using the French deck Oracle Belline. And you've got support, litigations, the intelligence. And when I pulled the cards, this one came at the same time as the intelligence. So delays came out. So I will read it as an explanation or to give more details, more information about the intelligence. Then we've got changes, the water, and theft loss. All right, so I'm talking to a Sagittarius here who is understanding something profoundly about a delay. So I'm talking here about those two cards. So this is the situation you're in. So look for where in your life, Sagittarius, it's not necessarily your whole life that will be like that. It may just be one little aspect of your life. So look for where in your life at the moment you are understanding profoundly something about some delays that probably occurred in the past, delays or blockages. Maybe there was stagnation as well. You see this card, the wheel is totally blocked within the rocks, and so it can't move forward, it can't roll. So you were probably experiencing such blockages or delays or slowing down, especially if you forced it to move, you know, to roll. It can probably roll a little bit, but you can see there is resistance. So you were probably in the past dealing with, until now, dealing with some resistance of some sort. And you got some insights, some enlightenment about this situation, about why there was resistance. You're now reading those blockages like in an open book, and you've got the light, so you see now. The situation is illuminated, and it's not just the situation, it's the whole intrication, enmeshment, or yeah, okay, I'll run with this. The intrication of all the circumstances, all the elements that made the situation happened this way. So you got the comprehension on how on how life works, basically, regarding that situation, not necessarily life in general, but you got the why, the how it led to this situation. So now that you can probably picture where in your life it is, or what I'm talking about, what aspect of your life I'm talking about, I'm going to talk about you, your mindset, how you experiencing this situation, this enlightenment, this those circumstances. So you are embodying consciously this energy. So this is your energy, your conscious energy. So you are a rock, you are settled, you are strong, you are a leader, a manager. People can refer to you. You are an authority. You have some sort of ascendant or leadership over that situation or the people involved in that situation. People come to you in order to be supported by you. You know, that's why I said you are a rock. You are also the decision maker. And you can see this eagle has a crown. This is Jupiter energy. So of course, Jupiter is the king, the god's king. And so it is on its planet, you know, like not the planet, but the earth, or, you know, it's kind of ruling the world. And so it describes your strong position. You're in a strong position in this situation. You are not following, you are leading this situation. And that's the mindset you're in. That's how you perceive yourself. That's how you think about yourself and about you regarding the situation. You position yourself as a leader in this. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to talk about the... I think my cat wants to come in. I'll open the window. Yeah, she said thank you. She is so nice. I don't think you could see her, but she, yeah. Okay, so you are, so I was talking about you, your main energy, and you are facing your shadow energy, which is this one. And the shadow energy, what is it? It is you, a part of you, which you aren't identified with. You aren't identifying with it because you perceive it. If ever you perceive it, you will perceive it as not you, external to you, others, external circumstances, other people, but certainly not you. You will say, oh, they are like that. My partner is like that. My boss is like that. My colleagues are like that. My children are like that. My parents are like that. I'm not like that. But you are still, because this energy, the shadow energy, is always part of us. And because we don't see it, we don't recognize it as being part of ourselves, or we reject it, we don't accept it, then it projects itself into the external world and is being mirrored back to us so that we can see it and we can see ourselves more fully. You can check out my shadow work video on that. Okay, so what this energy is about, litigations. It's about, so of course litigations, but it's about something very similar to your main energy, your conscious energy, because both are talking about authority. They are both talking about justice, making justice, doing justice, yeah, authority, justice, and strong position. And this card is as strong as that one. What I mean by that is that you can see that the swords are equal forces. They are both as strong. And this talks about blockages as well, because if you equal forces fight with each other, no one can win because they're both equal. They both are as strong. So no wonder why there was delays in the past. But now you understood something about that. And what I want to say as well with this card is that it's like a coin. You've got two sides. And let's say that one side is positive and the other side is negative. It's still the same coin, the same essence. It's just that in essence something is neutral and you can express it positively or negatively. And I would say that this is one coin, and this one is the positive side, and that one is the negative side of the justice and authority coin. So basically, this card is talking about fights, fighting for your rights, fighting for justice, fighting for truth, what you believe is true, fighting for standing up for yourself, fighting for your desires and want what you believe is should be. But both want the same thing, in fact. The thing is that this battle, because this energy is also part of your energy, it means that you're probably fighting with each other, with yourself. Equal forces, two sides of yourself, two coins, two sides of the same coin, so two sides of yourself that are fighting with each other, which is called inner conflict. I wrote an article on inner conflict and how to find peace. You can read it. Go to my website. Anyway, everything is in the description. So you are basically fighting with yourself. And if this energy is expressing itself externally, it will probably express itself as a person who is very annoying, who is battling against you, and who is very, fighty and aggressive, and who stand up for themselves and fight against you. And you perceive them as negative, obviously, while you perceive yourself as the good one, you know. I'm the good one, they're the annoying part. So this card can also manifest as external circumstances, which involve more than one person. It involves a whole set of elements and circumstances to create a situation or that is very annoying and that is very that requires to fight, and you're not happy with this, so you're interacting with this situation, this court case stuff, or but you understood something about that whole thing I'm talking about now. And because you understood something, you are going now in a few days, within the next 3 days, I'd say 4 days max, embody these changes, like the energy of changes, this energy. So you're going to change something in your mindset first, I'd say, because the two cards here, the one that causing the changes, the illumination, the insights that cause the changes, this card is under Mercury, which is all about the mind space, the thoughts, the thought patterns, the thought realm. And the changes card is as well under this energy, Mercury energy. So I would say that at first it's gonna be, so right now and in the next few days, it's gonna be a lot of changes around your mindset, around how you think, how you perceive, what you think about the circumstances, what you believe, what you think and what you believe. And your thought, the whole thought pattern, because the thought pattern is that it's a repetitive way of thinking different things in a specific order and all the time, like repeating. And the beliefs also, it's that. It's some one thought that you just thought again and again. And now you believe it because you've thought it so much. So this is what's going to happen in the next few days. So you're going to change something. Probably it will be related to this energy because that's the energy you are interacting with, fighting with or interacting with. So you're going to perceive maybe this energy differently, maybe because you also watched that reading, the reading I'm doing here. And so it may help you see things differently. And so you may change some thoughts about yourself, about the world, okay. Then, within the 2 weeks ahead, you're going to embody these, once you get the changes we've just talked about, you're going to embody the water energy, which is an energy that is also about changes, but in a more emotional way. So after the thought realm, the emotional realm. Both cards are really about changes, and what I didn't say here is that you can see the eclipse. It's really helping with the shadow energy, Yeah, that's something I've just thought now. The sun, the light, the sun, is shifting position. So things that were hidden now get seen. So I think the illumination you got here will continue in the next few days. And then once all that happens in the thought realm, you'll start to reach your emotions. So it can be confusing, it can be unsettling. You're not a water sign, you're Sagittarius, and so you're a fire sign, and the emotions here may be hard because here it's more comfortable for you here as well because it's the air element, but here the water element, you may feel really confused because fire and water don't go well together, while air and fire, it just, it gives fire even more power, so it make it breathe. But water, you may feel confused because the the boat, you don't know where it's going, where it's heading off. You don't even know, yeah, you don't even know if you're going to be lost somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you don't know what's in the waters. Maybe there are some sharks or some weird animals like that, that scare you, and the weather seems nice at the moment, but who knows, maybe soon it can shift into a storm. So you're probably kind of scared. You're going to be probably kind of scared a little bit, especially because I've got also this card that's coming up later. So maybe some fears can come up. Fears of being lost, as I said, fear of hidden stuff. That's also the subconscious. And fear of not knowing where you're going, so uncertainty. Things like that, you see. And it's the water element, it's very unsettling because there's nowhere you can, hang. You can't hang on the water, and you can't stay there, and, also you can't control. That's also one thing, and I believe that's also one big thing here because of those two cards. They're both very controlling. Like, of course, if you're an authority, if you're the boss, or if you're the parent, or if you're, you're the one who wants to be right and control the situation and say, okay, we're going to do this and that, this way, like that way. This card as well, it's about control, it's about being inflexible and this one is always right anyway, like there's no way they can be wrong. And so, of course, it's very controlling and it's not flexible at all, like water would require. And this card, you can't control anything. That's also why it's very scary. Because this one, and especially that one, don't want to be controlled at all. So I think it's gonna be hard, a little bit, not like crazy, but I think it would be hard for you, Sagittarius, to let go of control. But I think you'll have to, and I think it's necessary because that's part of the emotional process. And what the oracle is saying is to face your fears. And if you have to lose something, lose it, compromise. Although I always love to, when it's about negotiations, I always love to talk about win-win situations where both win, no one lose anything, and finding a way it happens that way instead of compromise where it's a lose-win or win-lose, or sometimes lose-lose, because when you say you have to make compromises, it means, okay, so you have to lose something. And I usually don't like so much those types of negotiations because for me, it's not negotiating, it's losing. Because for me, a negotiation, like a successful negotiation, is about not losing anything. No one is losing anything. Everyone is winning. But here, I think the oracle is saying, if you have to lose something, allow it. Because this, it's not going to want to lose anything, And this one is the wise one. So you've got the wise mindset, you've got, So be okay if you have to lose something. Face your fears as well. Face your fears. Those fears. Let go let go of control, let go of, because it's theft loss, or yeah, theft loss. So loss, as I said, lose something if you have to, and let go of control. So lose control. That's really what I said. What could I say? Feel, yeah, because it's related to this energy. So I talked about the letting go, but I talked also that this about fears here, and I really would say you'll have to do some emotional work. You'll have to really go within and feel the fear coming up. Yeah. So I don't have anything else to say about this reading. I think I said everything I had to say. So share with other Sagittarius who may benefit it. Like, subscribe, it feels good to me, really. And I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, or right now in another of my videos. I don't know if Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, but make sure you check out your 3 signs, because they are all important for you to understand the complexity of who you are and your life. All right, Sagittarius, I wish you a very, very beautiful day. Bye.